or whatever. Let's hop right back into the messages. Seems like some people are very busy at this time to go ahead and do what it is to catch. I said what it is to catch a criminal. 324 and counting when it comes to medical and healthcare crimes. Somebody could be in their head about certain things coming to the light about their life, about something that they did February 19th. Also, these are musical artists. I'm here. Why I want to say Rich the Kid. I don't know that artists like that. Rich the Kid and Famous Dex. I mean, there ain't no secrets about that was his, low key lover. The fuck? I thought everybody knew that. Somebody was like, what? Yeah, that motherfucker try to keep that shit undercover, under wraps. But ever since he recovered from the drugs and shit like that, he don't do that. Like somebody was like, shit, I can get an NDA with this rapper and whatever. Dexter, yeah, the artist Dexter, Famous Dex and shit like that. They was partners, whether people knew it or not. I mean, they not anymore. But I feel like Rich the Kid probably changed his life. It was like, shit, everybody ain't be living right. It was another person who wasn't living right as well. But it was like either they caught that shit or something like that. And I feel like, somebody may have not known that they had it or something like that. But somebody going to find out that's going to get caught red-handed about some shit. Because I'm hearing Famous Dex and Rich the Kid. Somebody had an NDA with them. Somebody had a one with Tekashi 6ix9ine. They lived that lifestyle. They like to sleep with men on the low. But also somebody that could have been participating in this situation. They went to the Gullah Geechee people to do this. Either Gullah Geechee people or they went to a Creole or Occasion. Those are the main people that usually, they are very versed in and they've been doing this shit since slave time. Okay? But also some of these artists and shit like that. I'm getting Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan and shit like that. These are like people realizing like, shit, how the fuck? Because I'm hearing, bitch, who the fuck told you this? It's like it ain't no secret. It's like somebody is tied to somebody that they should not ever been tied to. And whoever it is that they did, somebody's name is Ty. Like Tata. And it's like, oh, I thought we kept this under wraps. Because that was no different. Like Toby Lou, he makes it very clear, but it's like he's a metrosexual though. But he, you know what I'm saying? If he messed with a biddy or two, that's that. So this here we are with the music industry or whatever. But this is also these political people realizing how fucking deep this shit really goes. This shit goes way fucking deeper than what it is. Shit, Mo3 only got killed because it was like, shit, he was going to come out the closet about something that he was doing. Or he knew something about somebody and somebody felt that his fame and then like how he write his music and shit like this was going to expose them. Because this is like, that's like that one video where that boy was leaking the fact like, a man like, I swear I put this on my daughter. I'm going to go tell everybody that we together. I'm going to do this. And it's like, motherfucker, you don't give a fuck about your kid while you lying on a kid about on your D and about your sexuality preference. See? This is what is about to get a lot of fucking people. Do you not know that if something happened to a child and like they gonna start taking certain shit fucking personally and they gonna start taking that shit serious? This is somebody not realizing the truth is gonna balance out some shit. Somebody like if whether you knew it or not, somebody wanted your life. There was a man that literally did some shit for another fucking man. Okay? That's why I'm a firm believer. Like I don't really care about it. Somebody did this shit around August 20th of last year. Something about July 11th this year, something is going to be balanced between July 11th and the 20th. It's going to be balanced and the truth is going to come out about this situation, okay? Somebody, you're going to realize some of these people built foundations based off of you, off your back. In my situation, there's a lot of motherfuckers sitting here eating real high on the fucking hog. How the fuck you gaining weight off of somebody when you owe fucking person some money? Intuitively. I could see it though, but I see some other shit that is going to be happening to a group of people, subdivision in the fucking community. And it don't look nice because these are motherfucking people that I feel like they taking immunity off the board. The longer the days, I feel like they took immunity off the board last month. Around June 11th or the 20th, they took immunity off the board for a lot of people. This is also some people that have been doing something since last spring. They did it again in the fall and during the winter. So all the stuff that happened last spring, summer, towards the end of the summer, the beginning of fall, and winter is starting to surface this month in July. So last year's situation is catching up this year. So anybody that was doing some crazy shit from last year is catching up this year. Excuse me. Confirmation. Also, somebody, if they were part of the LGBT community, somebody that's like been trying to work their way or like bored and discontent off the lifestyle, because somebody could have built a firm. I'm hearing burned the foundation, but firm foundation with somebody because it was already dead before it started in April. Somebody didn't realize that that shit was like, oh hell no. It's one of those, I thought that's what I wanted. Somebody glammed the fuck out of the situation. This is also somebody was like, that was trying to control something, but that control didn't work out how they thought it was going to work. Yep. Somebody figured that it wasn't going to be how it was going to be. It's like, give me the visual. Damn, somebody was like a biracial couple, same-sex couple. Like, shit, you left that to me. Shit, I would have known that it was him and his little buddy from St. Pete. Like, y'all on the phone all the time. Well, you got to make a decision about what it is that you really want to do. We've been around since Kirkman times. That's true. And you hid this and all that shit. We all had the same bitches and shit. And here we are. New beginnings. Something about the truth coming out this month, though. Something about what somebody did February 11th and February 6th, 11th, and the 20th. Last July, it's also surfing in August. Well, August as well. April. Somebody, you could have found out a whole bunch of shit. You may already have an inkling about it, but it's like the physical proof and evidence that you want to see with your own two eyeballs, and even if you don't want it to or not, it's showing somebody was tempted. It's like, I want to go to the light, but this life is calling me. Somebody getting caught up by trust y'all with my demons. This is like somebody that wanted to like come out, but this is also somebody being controlled. Somebody does mirror or necromancy on people. This is also somebody who's going to figure out that they had these people or this person utilizing somebody else's stuff over the last 3 years. So it's like somebody could have been trying to block you and doing certain things. April 21st. Somebody just been sitting there suffering. I said suffering. Here comes suffering. September 21st. September 4th. Or April 21st and April 9th. Somebody, it's like it's part of your path for the truth to come out. Also, someone could be discovering too. It's like, how the fuck do you know what it is that you know? They didn't believe it until like recently. Someone felt that you wouldn't know about either May 3rd. Somebody did something last year, May 3rd, towards you. Or have premeditated that crime for May 10th or the 15th. Also, March 15th, it was something premeditated. But they were getting someone felt like they was getting too much recognition for something that they did towards you this year, March 15th. They may have realized around May, like, it's just like, I don't know, that you were aware of the truth all along, or someone wanted to know, like, how long you knew about what it was that they was doing. Like the 4th of July, somebody that was in part of this situation getting recognition off of what it is that they knew about this. For somebody, if you were involved, like in my situation, that, you know, I knew this person was getting clout only, not only for like what it is that they did, but it's just like surveillance videos, camera footage of somebody doing something with you, you know, out in public or whatever. This is like somebody hoping that they can go back and charge you for that shit. Like, oh, it was indecent exposure, you know, doing things out in public, whatever, right? But it's like, in order to do that, you got to show and prove that you wasn't there that day. Somebody, even on when you call, they call in a 10-7 to not be tracked, it still tracks the car or where you went. And somebody knows that. Somebody did something just to keep control of what it was somebody was doing. They wanted to be like, well, we can both have them, but you can only, like, this is like, if this person was an authority figure and this person was not, this authority figure that really wanted this other man, it was like, well, we can have them, but you got to do what I say you do. Like, whatever the fuck this shit was like a fucked up situation. And then it's like they had to bring in somebody else to do like the cover and like, look, this is the person we're going to use. Like, I seen somebody do this shit. It was like, ew, she ugly. I don't want her. So we can use this person. I want to use this person. He did some shit like that to me. When I was fucking with that last person, he was like, ew, no, I wouldn't want to use her because she's not attractive. I want this one. And this is the same motherfucking person I still remember from that fucking phone is now working for one of these local PDs out here in fucking Florida. And I know it was tied to this nigga, and it's like, nigga, that's just what you do. There's certain shit that you just can't forgive. It's like you can't care about a family or want that shit with somebody, and you knew all this shit was happening the whole time. Because you chose money over your heart. And then the money came, the heart and the money came together with being satisfied fully, internally, externally, bedroom, out the bedroom, finances and everything. How dare you fuck that up for somebody that will still put you up your ass in your head and still try to say that you got to choose every which way but the way that's going to make sure that you soar to your highest fucking level and put you in fucking power for real. But this is like someone hoping that, oh, if we can keep them quiet, they ain't going to talk about it. But then it's like, no, they got a right to fucking talk about it. They got a right to talk about it. This is like, well, I thought you keep if they loved you, they'll keep it quiet. No, if they love them fucking self more than what the fuck they cherish this type of bullshit. This is like somebody feeling like that they had enough control over the situation that it's like you will overlook what the fuck really happened. These be people that really do fuck shit towards people and then want you to be quiet so they can continue doing the fuck shit to you, and then they can carry on like ain't nothing happened and come back and try to fuck with you on a mental level. Like, who does shit like that? Like, nah, it's gonna come to light one way or another. It don't matter. Like, this person, that last motherfucker, like, motherfucker, you probably gonna be facing life due to the simple fact because you don't know how to go apologize. You don't know how to go make that shit right, motherfucker. You're gonna have a guilty conscience. These other motherfuckers clearly ain't got no conscience, and clearly this motherfucker don't either. Right along with these same people to sit here, it's like, this is a message. 111. It's a message. Should I imagine 1111? Imagine you wanted to create something and you got that fucking creation and you don't know what it is. You still in conflict. You gonna allow everybody to keep fucking controlling you. That's a coward's behavior. There's no backbone. And clearly this is somebody like, shit, just go ahead and cross dress for your fucking self. The fuck? Stand your ground. This is like somebody that clearly let some power shit go to their head and they felt very powerful about the temptations and these people be in this position to do this because, well, shit, they got my back, they watching me anyway, so I'm gonna keep doing it. These are people is like, I'm doing it and I'm doing it well shit. Apparently you're not doing shit well. It's like you got a fulfillment for a wish, but didn't want to make the alliance or nothing like that, but you want to make somebody feel in fear about that. This like made somebody want somebody to feel inferior while they felt superior. I remember telling somebody, how would it fucking feel? You sit out here and get what you wanted, and one thing, and then you gave that person what they wanted as well, and then you don't get to celebrate with that shit. You gotta watch that shit from a distance. If not, this is one of them shits that you gonna watch from the fucking grave, because that person is not gonna fuck with you. If not, it's gonna literally be something that's going to be put in place where your ass would never be able to have to come be towards that person. If not, for somebody in the situation, somebody won't even be able to be around fucking kids, let alone their own fucking kids. This is sad situation. Some of these motherfuckers is cops. How you a fed, how you a cop, how you a judge or a lawyer, and you getting caught up in this shit, and you got fucking kids. You won't ever be, and these are females too. This is gonna be one of those themes. I feel like this is a theme. Say that this is motherfuckers that's part of the LGBT community and shit like that. These are lawyers, judges, and shit like that. This is gonna make a point valid where somebody made a prophecy years ago, about 20 years ago, that they was gonna allow this shit to go on where people, yeah, you could be free, whatever, do what it is that you do. But it's going to be some fuck shit just like this where people are fucking with people, especially women, and these women having kids and shit like that. And these people in this LGBT community swear they want to be fucking women and shit like that. And you fucking with people and you getting them caught up in some unlawful shit. And y'all the ones committing this fucking crime. And then try to take these women's fucking kids, trying to legally adopt them, trying to do all this shit to hurt these fucking women 10 times out of 10. They killing the kids, they raping the kids, they getting the people or the partners that they have hurting and harming other fucking people on the benefit of them. This is going to be the year for a lot of these motherfuckers. LGBT will no longer be able to sit there either whether you wanted to get IVF and all this other shit. They're not going to allow that shit off the strength of this type of shit right here. Because some of these people, these are considered reproduction abuse, but they didn't have real fucking laws set in place for reproduction abuse. You're abusing a woman and you know you're fucking gay and you're considering this shit. You have fucking transsexuals and motherfuckers want to be gay. You either killing the women to get in your insurance policies. You're hiding your full fucking gender and shit like that. If not, you killing these women or driving them fucking mentally, emotionally fucking insane and taking their motherfucking babies to take it back to your fucking same-sex fucking lover just so they can feel like, oh, I'm a mother, when they still got that shit between their goddamn legs. But you putting a fucking woman in harm's way, and then you sitting here fucking lying about this shit. Then God forbid you sitting here going right back, and then God forbid you give her a STD. God forbid she get fucking HIV, and the right fucking lawyer, the right fucking team of the Federal fucking Investigation Bureau will sit there and start to finally fucking stand the fuck up and put y'all bitch asses on fucking sex registry where you will not be able to be around fucking kids. They've literally been looking for a fucking reason to make sure that LGBT people, especially you motherfuckers that want to transition and you're not considered a transsexual until you get the fucking gender change. Please know that. You will be put on fucking sex registry because what the fuck they're finding out right now with these fraud claims, this healthcare shit, some of y'all motherfuckers will end up being on the registry. You will have no choice but to be on the fucking registry. And if there's parents out here, y'all talking about I'm a woman, you still tucking and shit, you're not a woman. Stay out of that fucking bathroom. When you go get that change, then yes, we can call you ma'am or whatever the case may be. But until you go ahead and get that full fucking surgery, you are not, you're in transition. You're not a trans, you're in transition. Transsexual is the person who got the sex change. Know the fucking difference. But y'all motherfuckers are about to be put on sex registries because you want to know what? Right now, the biggest fucking crimes, and it's been going on for years, and they just didn't know how elaborate this shit went. And now that they figured out how fucking deep this shit went, because guess what? Y'all want to sit here and call people dipshits, nitwit, cunts, and all this other shit. Guess what? I just solved the fucking crime. And what they're going to be willing to do, I'm 100% sure. And I'm fucking accurate and precise to my fucking precision. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Metatron. Thank you, Uriel. Thank you, Samael. And if you don't know who Samuel is, who was the original fucking devil of the morning star, Lucifer, or the devil his motherfucking self, aka the angel of fucking death, aka Green Reaper, okay? And if you didn't know that, now you fucking know. How dare you be over here trying to preach the word and you don't know your motherfucking archangels, let alone the real fucking saints and what the fuck they capable of. You see? But you also going to learn the motherfucking see that it's called reproduction of abuse. And if somebody could fucking find out, y'all sitting here trying to use the diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder. No, it's just called the motherfucking sadistic. It ain't no psychopath. It ain't no fucking sociopath. Socioeconomics will sometimes make you a little bit fucking off the fucking radar. Psychopath, that means you was just born with it since a motherfucking kid. You had no fucking sense of fucking empathy, sympathy, or none of that. And some of these motherfuckers had that shit until they didn't have it anymore. So y'all call them motherfucking psychopath when they never been fucking psychopath. They're just a product of their fucking environment. See the difference? And y'all trying to use DSM to categorize a motherfucker. So is there a category for a soulless motherfucker who just really don't give a fuck about the world, let alone you? I highly doubt that shit. But this shit right here, this has been elaborate plan since I was a fucking little girl. It took for certain shit to go on, for certain people to realize 10 times out of 10 is because my kid or my daughter got murdered and they didn't want to solve it, or y'all was lawyers and doctors and feds and shit, and y'all realized somebody was hiding some shit. Yeah, they was hiding some shit, all right. They was harboring some shit without your permission, right? God forbid you a different nationality, right? But God forbid that you want to go ahead and have your rights to fucking live free, but you don't want nobody else to live freely and be fucking happy. Like I said, I ain't ever had shit, no issues with the fucking LGBT or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, because y'all need to know, just because you sit there and y'all took on the representation or the copyrights to utilize that fucking flag, you got to know the fucking difference. That's just called copyrights. It's actually considered an alternative lifestyle. So don't think it's a way of fucking living. It's called an alternative lifestyle. Please read medical books. Please go read your NIH.gov health environment books. Please go see the cited and quoted information prior to you going in here and going for somebody. But a lot of you motherfuckers right now, this shit right here is called sex crimes. You're fucking with women. You know your orientations. You know you 10 times out of 10 y'all married to same sex. Most of the time they do not acknowledge it. So that's why some of these men be married to same sex and then they go to other fucking states and marry fucking women to cover up the fact that they still fuck on men on the low and get some of these women fucked up in the head, and then they pimp them out. If they're not pimping them out, they'll be like, well, they did it on their own accord and they still eating off of this, taking your money, bringing it back to that fucking man. Sometimes you be thinking it's his brother, his cousin, or that's his bro. No, that's his bae. You see? And they get you pregnant because one of their bays is waiting to see if they can get the treatment or whatever the fucking case may be, whether they want to transition or whoever comes out of the closet first to make sure you get pregnant because they want a fucking family and you just was the stupid fucking goof to go along with their bullshit to be the booth of what this is. And then some of these bitches, most of the time, it'd be more females running these type of rings for the gay motherfuckers than are not. That's why some of y'all women quit trying to hype some shit up. It's some shit that you don't hype up. There is some men that know how to be girls, but a lot of them do not know how to do that. I'm going to tell you about it. It's an 85% chance that these motherfuckers are not girls. The other fucking 15%, it's very rare and a fucking few that you're going to actually get something that's going to stand up for you. You see? Because I don't see no fucking gay motherfucker on any fucking platform speaking the fuck up for real fucking women that got to bleed once a month and carry these motherfucking kids. I ain't seen it yet. Until I can see it, it ain't shit to be believable about this shit. Because other than that, right now, they got fucking grounds to put a lot of y'all motherfuckers on the sex registry. And especially if these fucking women that got to sit here and go through the psychological, mental, emotional, personal injury of this shit that y'all motherfuckers doing, and y'all bringing herpes, syphilis, hepatitis, and motherfucking HIV to these beds, and these women having to carry these fucking kids, and 10 times out of 10 gotta be single parents because you don't know how to be a fucking real ass man. That's called put that bitch on the sex registry, if not give them bitches life. Because you don't know how to tell the fucking truth. Some of y'all motherfuckers' life depend on you telling the truth, and the truth ain't in you. So now we're going to be sitting here dealing with the situation of life. Okay, Jingling. Want to be deceptive and envious, and then sit here and try to hide fucking medical records from people because y'all out here being involved in certain places and shit like that. Because in my situation, when this motherfucker I was fucking with, and I already knew what the fuck he was on, and all he had to do was tell me the truth. Right now, how I'm really fucking feeling, I will never fuck with that nigga a day in my motherfucking life. And the day that they bring that nigga's name up, I will be glad to sit on that fucking bench. I want to see you get motherfucking life. I ain't seeking revenge. I ain't putting my hand on you, and I'm not wasting no bullets on you, nigga. The worst you did the worst that you could ever fucking do. And the one thing I ask for people not to do: don't lie to me and don't cross me, and don't ever make me motherfucking wait for something that you already can see clearly. You can see, you can hear, you can listen, right? And you know I know the shit. That spiritual shit ain't gonna fucking work with me. If anything, I'm gonna torture the fuck out of your ass on a spiritual level. I swear to you. How many times did these motherfuckers try to make me fall and I got up 100 times? So now you doing the bitch work for the motherfuckers who really are the bitches that want you to send in place to take their karma. I have zero problem with it. But broski, the fact that you nor your motherfucking peoples or anybody couldn't speak up, I'm gonna make sure everybody get the fucking book. I don't care. But coming from my life, your life will go before mine. I give y'all my word on that. Try to pull up if you want to. Your life is at the mercy of the Fed motherfuckers right now. They just watching, trying to see what moves y'all gonna make. But I give you my word right now, that's law. And they say, Sharita Dorshell, would you like to press motherfucking charges? And will. That's reproduction abuse. And when it comes to the motherfucking hospitals and the medical field, because last year, it was some shit going on in my motherfucking womb. Y'all kept that quiet and y'all got that cleaned up. Some shit that happened recently the fuck again. Y'all try to keep quiet and y'all try to move the fuck on. That's abuse at its fucking finest. So if this person was over here fucking with you, Keisha, Leisha, and whatever, and y'all all was over here, and it was a premeditated crime to go ahead and take my motherfucking life, why don't y'all join them? I have zero problem. If you got teenagers and their kids and they damn near 16, 17, I will make sure that the book is thrown at your children right along with your ass. If I can sit there and say that my own two can go right along with y'all motherfuckers, I have zero problem. But y'all know right is right, wrong is wrong, and clearly y'all have no conscience, so I can't have a conscience for somebody to help y'all ass and stay the fuck out of prison. And clearly you wanted to have other fucking people help you with this bullshit based off of religion. How the fuck you religion and you sitting here, how you gonna be sitting here and be a fucking gent? Sleeping with motherfucking Jezebels. Y'all the motherfucking real Jezebels out here. You fucking with anybody that just say you cute. Anybody that give you motherfucking attention. But they've been looking for every fucking reason, and especially if this is a motherfucker, you call yourself a transsexual and you want to become a fucking woman, thank you very much, because I really had hope for some of y'all to be able to have a chance to go ahead and do what it is that you do. But now this is the fucking reason why a lot of people been really rooting to take down the fucking fact for y'all to sit there and have that goddamn right. And right now, how everybody's decided to fucking move, this is some motherfuckers, y'all set y'all motherfucking community back about 41 fucking years. How rude is that? All the other people that wanted to do what it is that they wanted to do, you set your whole people and group back 41 fucking years of fucking fighting just to be living out loud and be fucking proud. This is like a motherfucker want me to have fucking sympathy about what the fuck happened to that club post. I ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, because look at this shit right here. Like, yeah, everybody deserve to fucking live out loud and shit like that. But when motherfuckers really want to be out loud and live their own fucking life, here you go, because it's your lifestyle and you don't want to be out. Motherfucker, is you out and proud, or you sitting here still trying to be hiding and low key? Which one is it? But then don't sit there and bring that shit over there and pretend that you actually want to be monogamous. Don't pretend like you want fucking families. Don't pretend that you want to be in love. Don't pretend that I'm trying to make you happy, but I'm going to go ahead and make you a mammy and a pappy at the same fucking time. You see? Because my intent was to be cruel from the get-go, but you know, I didn't know if you was going to catch on to it or not. No motherfuckers going to catch on to it, but you want to create your own personal Gordian knot. And not realize motherfuckers, some people don't know about the motherfucking Gordian knot. But these are motherfuckers literally intentionally creating Gordian knots in motherfucking people's lives, whether you know it or not. That's reproduction abuse. Psychological, personal injury, especially if you end up with a motherfucking STD, HIV. Shit, HIV, if I'm not mistaken, that's a 20-year sentence in itself. If that's the person ends up pregnant or something like that and they get HIV and the child has to carry that, just go ahead, that's 2. So now you're looking at 40 years. So who gave it to you? So who gave the HIV to you? So this person, okay, you see, somebody not fucking thinking about that shit. But this is somebody like, I can play on the spiritual level. Okay, you can play on the spiritual level, but it requires the person to know that it's you. So either they're going to play like it's you or play like they don't know it's you. And I know exactly who it is, but bitch, you not even fucking relevant in my goddamn day-to-day. But shit, you love to play, but you also brought in a lot of fucking low lives to try to play in this fucking energy. You brought a lot of fucking low lives. Too many at that. You think you're better than me, and I am. And I am. Sam, I am. Universal law, this shit was gonna come to light. Granny always say anything you do in the dark will always come to the light. You ain't gotta lie. These will be motherfuckers that gotta lie just to kick you. That shit coming to light. But somebody did in October. Somebody had something premeditated too. Somebody forgot what they did, but it's like, shit, I recreated again. 3 times is a charm, right? But too bad, too sad, your ass won't ever get a chance to fucking celebrate that. Too bad, so sad that they watching every fucking track of doctors, lawyers, nurses, people in the lab tech that has any type of affiliation to you. So, anytime that there's a delay, God make it a delay for a fucking reason, especially when he ain't playing about something that he allowed to be on somebody, in somebody, on them, and to fucking carry. Y'all don't have no fucking right to interrupt that shit. At all. God will interrupt your shit before you keep trying to interrupt what the fuck he trying to bring through. And whatever the fuck he trying to bring through is way stronger than a lot of us fucking combined, even my motherfucking self. All I'm doing is being what I'm told to do, and that's deliver the goddamn message. Either if you're uncomfortable, I'm doing my job. If you're uncomfortable, I'm doing my motherfucking job. These are motherfuckers swearing up and down that they living right. That's like singing that song, I ain't got no type. Apparently some of y'all, you sleep with anything that you think that they like. The fuck? Remix. It's like, that sound I got like that, bitch, call it a remix. Rita style. You hear me? This is like, yeah, it's the truth. You building shit off of somebody else's fucking back. But sitting there like you gonna keep attacking certain shit and keep doing certain things like motherfuckers. I'll say it time and time again. Love is not a fucking priority to me. Shit, if y'all really want to know about mobbing around here, and I call it mobbing, money over bitches and niggas all day. Ain't shit soulless about me because I still got a motherfucking soul. So that means, hey, I can empathize on certain things, but I'd rather help a fucking bum and a drug addict that's actually out here on the motherfucking streets wanting to get their life together than helping a motherfucking talking about, oh, I just didn't have nothing to eat. I used all my money for my bills. That sounds fucking personal. I'll help a bum before I help another motherfucker around in this world ever the fuck again. At least they'll be appreciative and grateful. But this also taught me a valuable lesson. You can't help motherfuckers that's already ungrateful for the fucking life that they live in. These are motherfuckers that'll wake up every fucking day of their goddamn life and won't even say thank you for allowing me to wake up and breathe today. These are motherfuckers that don't understand somebody could be off way fucking worse. I'm grateful for the simple fact that I can open my eyes and motherfucking see. I'm grateful that I can sit here with my own fucking nose and breathe through it. I ain't gotta be on that breathing tube. I ain't gotta be on that motherfucking feeding tube. I ain't gotta sit there and be talking about goddamn why I didn't make it shit. Sometimes God will make your ass starve to make sure that you meditate so you can hear clearly. I had motherfuckers sit here and watch and knew what the fuck I was going through. But guess what? I seen more of the benefit of it because I saw shit a lot more clearer. The more I starved, the better and stronger that I got to see some shit here. It ain't never been no motherfucking mental. I was always intact. It's just I had tact on how to tolerate you motherfuckers. So this is now I understanding like, Rita, you just was struggling to accept what the fuck was in your front of your face. You see, sometimes certain people only meant to be and fuck around you just to see so you can see yourself. And I saw myself and I ain't like that shit. I was like, I ain't no liar though, God. He said, I know, but you lying to yourself somewhere. Why? I was lying to the fact that family is really, you can really heal fucking families. You can't heal nobody that don't want to heal themselves. I learned that shit the hard way. You can't help motherfuckers that ain't trying to help themselves. You can't love a motherfucker who don't love themselves. You can't feed motherfuckers who refuse to fucking eat. You can't uplift motherfuckers and tell them it's brighter on the other side when they already just okay with sitting in the motherfucking dark. You see, I learned that shit the hard way. I learned the hard way that every time that you be quiet and you just let that shit go, motherfuckers still feel like it's a goal to keep trying to go in here and fuck with you. I learned that the hard way. But I also learned the more you speak up, the more they leave you the fuck alone. Because they feel like their secret is safe, that if you keep the secret with them, you're cool as ice. You're family. We got you. I support you. No, the fuck they don't. They want you to be quiet so they can keep doing this shit. And even if they're not doing it to you, they're going to keep doing it to the next fucking person. That shit stops. They want peace, but they the one creating the war. You see? It's backwards. It's ass backwards. Oh, you need medicine and shit like that, but they overcharging fucking medicine that should be fucking free for people. Oh, I can get free fucking medication for a STD, but I can't get fucking free medication for my asthma. I can't get free fucking medication or my EpiPen. I can't get the fucking medication to go ahead and make sure that I can keep my motherfucking migraines under control. I can't get the fucking medication to make sure that my immune system gets strong. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, FDA don't want to approve cannabis. Why do FDA don't want to approve cannabis? Because shit, if they really wanted to go take it, their shit. The motherfuckers, cannabis is very useful for cancer patients, autism, and people with certain diseases. Whether people want to accept it or not, this is what it does to your brain. No, that's what it does to you motherfuckers that's abusing it for no fucking reason. Those people that got medical conditions, it actually helped them heal from the chemo. It helped them heal from certain medicines. Like whenever they was trying to treat me with certain shit, lithium will kill you from the inside. If they ever prescribe you fucking lithium, it was I can't take certain medicines. My body is not built to go ahead and take chemical infested type of fucking medications. And ever since that they did that shit to me when I was in fucking Puerto Rico, I was not even taking the fucking prescribed shit. They was putting shit together. You know how you take out a pill and you can see that it's crap. You could tell that somebody went to create and go ahead and put a stamp on fucking pills when they was trying to go ahead and give you abortion pills, and you thinking you taking the regular fucking medicine to help your blood pressure, and unbeknownst to you is something they giving to kill your fucking reproduction or to kill your fucking bowel duct or to fuck up your liver and your kidneys and shit. I don't need shit to treat a fucking symptoms. Either you got a cure or you fucking don't. And some of that shit just cannabis alleviates a lot of shit. If it wasn't for me smoking so much for a long time ago, I swear to God, I feel like I would have blown my motherfucking top. But then it was just like, you know what? It came to a point where God was like, Rita, let it go, baby. I need you to think a little bit clearer than what you have. I was like, you got it. And the Lord was he fucking right? I seen a lot. I can see clearly now that the rain is motherfucking gone. Family ain't thicker than motherfucking water. People that you think is cool with you ain't ever fucking cool with you. They only cool with you if you tell them business about what it is that you do so they can have something to talk about you too. People sit there talking about, I protect you, I love you. I ain't ever fucking like, at this chance, like I have made it very clear for the last time that I did it. And it's like, it's not to make the next man pay for something, but it's also for me to know, hey, relationships just don't work for me. That's cool. I don't trip about that. But it's like I'm cool in my own world and I feel more safer with my own self than what I would ever put the safety of my life in the next person's hand. I feel comfortable and confident in that. Like I'm not going to ever allow any person to shake that fucking foundation. I'm comfortable with myself. I'm happy. I'm at motherfucking peace. Whether y'all like it or not, you're bitter. Ain't shit to be bitter about. It's actually funny when a motherfucker mentions talking about you're bitter. Bitter about what? It's real life. Shit happens. But also, I'm not going to ever fucking forget how this shit play out. Also, these are people that are aware about taxes, filing taxes in the behalf of your name. These are also people that will sit there and try to play in your face, steal your social security. Like I said, that same night that dude had all them people do that shit to me, he thought that I wasn't going to catch him, that I didn't know that he stole from me and stuff like that. Because why was it that as soon as I opened up my fucking phone, my bank account was up there? Because he felt that when I was grabbing certain shit that he didn't close out the app of me knowing that he was in my motherfucking phone and my bank account. That's why I was like, nah, nigga, like, are you gonna tell the truth? March 30th was the last time I looked at motherfucker. He turned his head, dropped his head, couldn't even look me in my motherfucking eye. And right there was my motherfucking key and my signal, like, motherfucker, I really had hope that you would have changed your life and stood the fuck up for once in your goddamn life. But it also showed me, too, if you're a lady and you got a man and he sit there, he got a motherfucking kids and you telling him every which way for him to be able to be with his kid. And I wasn't even the type of person to do that. Get his kid and make a healthier relationship so him and then the mother of that child can be co-parents and they don't do shit. I remember the realest shit, even though this motherfucker betrayed me in the worst way, which was supposed to be my motherfucking auntie, which I consider the closest thing to me. She told me any nigga that you ever tell him how to get his fucking kid and he ain't acting on it, he don't give a fuck about them kids. That right there was a valuable lesson and I ride with that to the end. Ever find out somebody got a motherfucking kid, and unless it's just a horrible fucking circumstances where you know you just can't fight, because there are situations where your hands are literally fucking tied, where you know you're not able to fight in that situation. And in my situation, I had no fucking ground, let alone a fucking leg or a foot to stand on to fight for my motherfucking kids. And in that shit, I lost fucking anything that meant the fucking world to me. And my kid and anybody that knew me, my kids were my world. So humanity, what the fuck is that? But I will make sure that I will be the last fucking person that shit ever happened to, because what happened to me is not ever gonna happen to nobody. Ever. I don't give a fuck if I don't fuck with people or nothing. Not around me, that shit is not happening on my clock, on my watch, or on my time. Until the last day I take my motherfucking breath, I'm gonna keep fighting and you gonna keep seeing me showing the fuck up. Until it's time for me to go, ain't no spell, no shut up spell, ain't no none of that shit. Fuck a relationship, fuck a man, fuck a bitch, fuck any of that shit. I want justice for me, and I want justice for these kids, and I want justice for people that just did not know. If you ain't got your voice, I'll be your voice. I'll advocate for you. I will advocate for any fucking body, because this shit right here is not right. That's not right. You don't do that to fucking people. I swear to God. This is going to be the fucking last time. And I swear, I'm not mad enough yet. But y'all better pray to everything that you have in this motherfucking world. Because I'm a fucking real ass fucking fighter with my fists, with my mouth, with my word, and with my motherfucking gun. I swear to God, ain't nobody else fit to die on my motherfucking clock. Ain't nobody dying on my clock. Until my last motherfucking breath. That shit ain't right. And it ain't gonna happen on my clock. I'm the right motherfucker at the wrong time, at the right fucking place, at the right fucking time, and you got it fucking right. I will fuck up everybody's fucking money, and I guarantee it's somebody taking it serious. Anything fucking funny to you, whether you see a tear come from my eyes, I promise you, I will hound your ass like a motherfucking hound dog, worse than a fucking canine. I swear to you. And my bite is harder than a motherfucking cane corso and a goddamn pit bull mixed together. This shit ain't happening on my clock no more. No more. Because at some point in time, you get sick and tired. Because everybody want to be out here doing it for the fucking dollar. Fuck the dollar, fuck you, and fuck the existence of your motherfucking bloodline. Fuck you and your fucking kids. But the people that deserve to be out here with their fucking kids, that actually give a shit, I'm fighting for them. I speak for them. I speak for those fucking people that they just didn't have nobody in their motherfucking corner. I speak for them. I speak for them people that sit there in fear every day. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, don't you ever fucking be afraid to fucking stand up to any fucking body. I don't give a fuck if it's your mama, your daddy, your granny, shit. Come get me. I'll be at your motherfucking 1-800, choke that hoe. I'll be that. Even with tears in my eyes, and I tell any fucking body, don't ever get it fucking twisted. Ain't no bitch in me, ain't no punk in me, but I'ma always motherfucking speak what the fuck is right. So anytime that you do what it is that you do, you can kiki kaka ha ha, but you gotta fucking right. You know how to keep that shit at a motherfucking distance, bitch. Man or fucking woman. And if you're a man and you're a bitch and you fucking with a woman, you're a pussy. I'll be glad to take my panties off in public and throw it in your motherfucking face. And that'll be a fucking sign to let your wife know you got a bitch on your hands, ma'am. So you holding close to him and sitting there arguing with him. Honey, I don't even feel like your man is worthy to even get my motherfucking attention. You hear me, feel me, and know me. Because this ain't the last y'all gonna ever fucking see of me. Believe that. Even if I go off the motherfucking radar, this ain't the last of me. Sometimes I'm just off this bitch because I need to amp it up a little bit. Because sometimes it's like, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Isn't that what The Rock said? Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Fuck that bitch. I'll go Goldberg on that ass. If not, Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby. And Triple X your ass. Suck it, bitch. It sucks to be in a fucking world full of fucking motherfuckers quick to call a person a Looney Tune, but be quick to sit out here and do this fuck shit to somebody else. Long as they don't do it to my kid. But you doing it to everybody else and they motherfucking kids. Then man the fuck up. If you fuck old man and you like sucking dick, say that. If you a fucking bitch and you like other bitches, bitch, say that. But don't sit there and try to fuck up somebody else's life because you sitting there trying to hold secrets. Shit, if you really talking about you real, ain't shit to motherfucking hide. You ain't worried about the validation. You ain't worried about a crowd because I ain't got a motherfucking crowd. I ain't got an audience. And if I did and I had some real motherfuckers, they be sitting there shouting and screaming, girl, keep going, keep going. But see, I don't need a physical 3D motherfucking crowd because I got a spirit team so motherfucking strong and I got a faith way stronger than a motherfucking mustard seed. Ain't shit that you can see me when it comes to the streets and you can't see me when it comes to the book and you damn sure ain't gonna see me when it comes to faith. And I don't claim no motherfucking religion. I respect them all. We all come from one fucking source. So if you need me to be obedient to Allah, I'll be obedient because I'm in your world. I'm in your culture. I respect it. But the Christianity, motherfucker, I'll be quick to call out the Judah before I sit there and play like a motherfucking Peter, let alone be a motherfucking Paul in that shit. You got to remember who betrayed Jesus and put that nigga on the fucking cross and made his ass pay for the sins of all they broke asses. You see? Right now, we in a world full of fucking Judases. They'll go ahead and slip you, slit you, and go ahead and flick you off of this shit. Off of for a fucking dime. For a dime. I had motherfuckers sitting up there lying just to get fucking free weed. How that feel? They didn't even barely even fucking know me like that. Didn't even fucking kick it with me like that. They took the words of fucking people I probably ain't seen since I was in fucking middle school. It's motherfuckers that was sitting here listening to fucking people that had a fucking vendetta that was mad because they couldn't get on the level that I was on. It's fucking doctors up here mad because shit, I challenged them about reading their own medical books. I have fucking people out here, police officers sitting here doing fuck shit because I know how the criminal world is ran. I got real fucking killers out here pissed in a motherfucker because they ready to go ahead and pistol whip a motherfucker because they sitting here confused like how the fuck you know how it is that we do. When you grow up in that world and you're tired of that world, it's called be in it, not of it. I was in that world, but I wasn't of it. Granted, was I capable of doing it? Could I be capable of pulling a motherfucking trigger? You fucking right. Shit, they got my 2 kids, so apparently, because that's my DNA halfly with these motherfuckers. Know the difference. I was in that world and I had no choice about where I got to be brought up. If you had to be a trench baby, you wasn't asked to be a fucking trench baby. You too hood, she's too projects. It wouldn't fucking matter. Didn't Ben Carson come from that too? I don't see you doing that. I forgot. That nigga forgot where it came from. Candace Owens? She just got lucky. She was brought up in the burbs. Jasmine Crockett? Oh, she know what's up, but she was lucky to be brought up in the burbs and her parents busted their ass to get her where she are, right? Maxine Walters, let's talk about it. Kamala, let's talk about it. You got to get really real with your motherfucking self. Quit trying to utilize and abuse fucking medical law and motherfucking Democrat, Republican. Bitch, it don't fucking matter. Red pill, blue pill, bitch. Which side you on? Democrats, if I really had to break it down about the fucking politics, then you will understand why certain people, you ain't got no business fucking with politics. You ain't gonna see me going gun ho, but if I did had to, yeah, I'm gonna be real fucking pissed offish to a lot of fucking people. It's a motherfucker try to label me as a fucking Democrat. I ain't no motherfucking Democrat. If I had to choose on my own accord, because I never filled out that paper in my whole fucking life, I always avoided doing anything that had to do with politics. But if I did had to do something politically, it would have been either a liberal or a fucking Republican. I would have not ever choose fucking Democrat. You would not ever see me be a fucking Democrat. Ever. Well, you support Trump. It ain't about supporting fucking Trump. Like I said, I respect Trump. To me, he's a great fucking business man. I don't give a fuck about the race. I don't see the color. I'm not worried about fucking nationality. Right now, he's a little bit irrational about certain shit that he doing, but that shit ain't got shit to do with me. But what it does have to do with me, shit, where the fuck is our president at right now? We got real shit going on in the world. These babies is getting taken advantage of. It's some kids right now that they should be in fucking group homes where they feel safe. It's a foster care social worker system, DHS, Department of Family and Children, that they fucking up kids' homes. It used to be the court systems. Now it's more or less the social workers. It's the hospitals doing this shit. You got people with misguided and misdirected fucking anger about shit, about who's really doing what to who. It's a lot of misguided ass motherfucking anger. Some of y'all be sitting here thinking that you gotta get mad at the court system. No. Get mad at them doctors that y'all taking these babies to. Get mad at these schools that you taking your babies to. Because really and truly, those are the first lines of reporters. And they the first lines that's going to be hidden behind the lines, whether you knew it or not, lying on your ass, talking about you did this, you did that, you didn't show up, you didn't, and you was showing up. That's why there's a lot of fucking kids out here showing they fucking plain donkey asses right now. Because the system want to go ahead, gentle parenting, and all kids can't be gently parented. DNA, hereditary genetics and shit like that. That shit do take a part right now. But then it also too, shit, I ain't gonna blame the parents. Let's look at their grandparents. Let's look at the parents. Is Uncle Joe that's still molesting the kids in the family still showing up to the cookouts? Is Auntie Melissa still coming to the house where she like to rub on the young boys and talk about, he gonna be such a handsome man when he get up? Let's talk about it. Let's get real raw and uncut about this shit. Some motherfuckers gonna be sitting here like, I can't handle it. I can't take it. If you uncomfortable, bitch, then apparently it must be you. These be motherfuckers quick to talk about we're solid black families. No, the fuck you not. I still see one of your aunties and your uncles who used to molest your son and your kid back in the day, and they still fucking reposted them like I can't stand them, but mama still try to force me to go ahead and talk to these bitches in the house. You see? But we're not talking about that. And then it's, rich auntie this, rich auntie that. But rich auntie was the same motherfucker that was sitting there doing fuck shit to the kids. But she got the pull at the courthouse, and she got the pull with the police and shit like that. So we keep her around. You see? These be the motherfuckers since you was a kid, they were claiming you on your taxes. Some of y'all motherfuckers be in y'all 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, got fucked up credit report because your mama, granny, auntie, and cousins and them used to put your name and put shit in your motherfucking name. Shit, that happened to Jasmine Charlize Taylor. Regina Taylor showed the fuck put her motherfucking dental shit when she needed to get her dentures and shit on her own fucking child's credit report. So I wasn't surprised whenever she had her son, James Henry, do the fuck shit that they did, covering up the fact that they knew that motherfucker was gay since he was a fucking kid. If y'all knew that shit, y'all could have just been like, hey, it's best for y'all to go ahead and get an annulment, figure out what you're doing with the kids. I was more than motherfucking fair enough in my motherfucking divorces. Because one thing I stand big firm on, I'm not arguing with no money, by no man with no money or no motherfucking kids. What we doing? Do you want all holidays and breaks? Or do you want them for school and what holidays and breaks? I'm more motherfucking fair and flexible with that shit. Because I'm not trying to argue with that. And shit, damn sure don't give two fucks about fucking child support. So shit, either you gonna take care of them or you not. That's only it. These will be fucking people that would literally abuse a system just to use it against somebody because they don't fucking like you. That's the same way where now they gonna have to go into DHS and look at this shit and go back over these fucking calls and reportings from these schools, from these hospitals, from these fucking people anonymously fucking reporting fucking people, and you need to fucking find out what's their fucking motive. Because sometimes these school teachers be sitting here falsely fucking reporting on fucking kids and they fucking family because they got mad because they ass got checked. Some of these schools be sitting here falsely reporting fucking parents with DHS and CPS and shit because they mad because they got checked. They don't like to be talked to how they talk to. How dare you talk to them like that? Well, shit, this child didn't come today with a pamper, so I'm going to call on them. They'll believe me more because I'm friends with the school board education and shit. That should be a fucking real fucking thing, whether y'all know it or not. Like I said, I will advocate and be the fucking voice for fucking people because y'all not fucking right. And what I believe in is a higher power will sit there and literally make a fucking team, whether people wanted to listen or not. God will get the right fucking people and put it in their ear and put it on their fucking soul. And especially if he feel that they still got it in them, he gonna make sure that they gonna come through and do what the fuck they supposed to do, whether they listen or not. You gonna listen. You can't fight God. You can't see him. You can feel him. I'm passionate about what the fuck I do and what I speak on. Because that ain't no fucking way y'all gonna keep just sitting here doing shit to people for fucking money. It's people that sitting out here struggling fucking for real. And y'all taking full fucking advantage of that when these people are struggling just to go ahead and try to keep them down. Keep them down. And smush them like a bug. You ain't smushing nobody like a bug. Not no more. Not on this cock box. You hear her mouth, sir. Because there's a motherfucker that still want to believe in fucking slavery, but they don't believe that they ever was a fucking slave once upon a time. They forgot about their ancestors. These will be a white motherfucker if they sit here and doing some shit and they go get DNA and they find out that they got about 2, 3, 1% of fucking African blood in there and they'll freak the fuck out. It's some motherfucking white folks right now that got black blood in their motherfucking system and be mad in the motherfucker at the goddamn world. April 14th. These are some people that sit here got to figure out how they got to walk away from this shit. It's like, why be in fear about something that you went on ahead to do to somebody so freely? Somebody, you're going to have a situation where there's some people right now feeling some type of way because it's like all the shit that they did. And they felt that they were so high and mighty when they did it. But they didn't want to sit there and just say like, I fucked up. But it's too prideful, too ego-driven. Shit, when you fuck up, you fuck up. Honor that shit. But these are people that swear up and down that they grown. They could be 40, 50, 60 shit. These be motherfuckers 80-year-olds talking about, I'm your granny, I'm your grandmama. Respect your elder, motherfucker. I'm going to keep cussing and doing what the fuck it is that I want. I'm sitting here dealing with grown-ass motherfuckers that swear they fucking grown acting childish. You 64 years old still acting like you 14. That don't make no motherfucking sense to me. September 13th, this is like people trying to force you to feel like you got to submit to something. Listen, religion abuse is a thing. Religious abuse is a thing. If you ever was a kid and you was forced to have to go to church all the fucking time, knowing you didn't want to, meaning you going to get your own fucking free will because they feel like, well, we go to church and you gonna make us look bad if you don't go to church. It don't make nobody fucking look bad. It's called I'm a free fucking thinker and I just don't feel like church is set for me. Especially not now. The fucking church be the biggest motherfucking criminals in this shit. And that's where they hold their fucking identity to. Somebody, you gotta know you got a whole bunch of people that's on some bullshit around you again. But like I said, some of y'all dealing with reproduction abuse, people taking advantage of their positions and shit like that. People get involved, laying in bed with people because they want to be in opposition to you, knowing that they can't fucking light a candle to you. But this is wrong. Where is this deception? Something about somebody born in 79 or 1979. Somebody could be 79 years old, born in 1979 or 1997. That was reaping rewards off of somebody. You could be illegally being surveillance, or people could have cameras in your home. I feel like somebody could have found the link of what they were streaming. Somebody trying to figure out where they want to go just to get out of this situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody trying to think out of 5 to 7 states that they could possibly go to escape this situation. Somebody wants to go across water, but they know that something is already blocked off for them to be able to leave. Because somebody could be thinking that they can take a boat, but not realizing that the boat will get searched. Because somebody got a compartment in like they boat or something like that, but they feel like it won't get searched. Somebody feeling some type of way because something came to the light. Like somebody was in like real hopeful, like shit, I can come back, start my life over. I can have me a family, I can do this, this, and this. But it's like, instead somebody wanted to play with somebody's energy. Somebody wanted to play with somebody's emotions. Somebody wanted to play with somebody's time. Because I'm hearing that song by Elamar, Shot Clock. Somebody you can also, you got to learn to start seeing through people's bullshit. Somebody born in 1967, 1976, somebody born in 66, 64. Somebody was definitely born in 64, or they could be 64 years old. Also, somebody could be 46. Yeah, 46, 41, or 61 years old. Someone could be 5, 6. Somebody could be whoever this person born in 64, 74, 71 was fucking did something to somebody when they was like 15 years old. Or could have been dealing with somebody that was like 15, 19, 21 years old. Or somebody getting caught up trafficking kids. You see? Somebody born in 74, 71, 75, and 76. 1970 as well. Also 2007, 2006 crimes that they hope to just keep quiet. Some of y'all need to check y'all motherfucking circles right now. Somebody could be 35 or 53 years old. Or 33. Somebody could be like in constant pain or agony right now because it's something that they know something about to come to the surface. Somebody could be 40, 50, 30. Somebody could be 21, 19 years old. Somebody that's between the age of 19, 21, they could have been pimping out a 12-year-old. But also whoever this 19 and 21, they use these ones to recruit younger people to come in. But they also have a sugar daddy that could be like 46, 76 years old. So somebody need to be mindful about this shit. Somebody was trying to get creative. This is also somebody that could be utilizing the fact that, I'll tell you, these people going to be put on this registry. Somebody could be using somebody that's part from the LGBT community to try to make certain kids feel comfortable about certain things, but they putting them, they could be runaways from a group home or something. And whatever this group home is, it's people from the LGBT community that hooked up, linked up to go ahead and help some of these kids to recruit them to go ahead and get pimped out too. They try to say it was based off of their free will. But it's like they coming from group homes, which belongs to who? DCF and CPS Care. So even though they just only rescued 60, I feel like they fit to get a whole bunch more. Some of these kids end up taking care of either like their brothers or sisters, or these could be people that end up having kids and people didn't know they had kids and it was doing this shit. Somebody's struggling with this because there ain't no more wait time about this. A shipping yard container. Something about somebody, if you see a home that got candles floating in the pool, a lake, or the ocean, you're going to find some bodies over there. Somebody need to know that. I don't know what state you in or what kind of investigation you doing. Somebody like to light candles in their water or the river or the ocean or whatever. But it's for every time they drop a body. So if you see that, especially if they're born in 1967, 66, 63, 64, or somebody could be 35, 36, 63, or 65, 64, 67. Definitely 66 because it's 666. Somebody's name could be Daphne. Somebody could be 61. Somebody could be 76. 74, 77. Somebody born 1977, 70s. Let's just say 1970s to 1977. Also, a situation in this for somebody that you could be looking into, that they could be like, if they was born in 77, something that they did 19 to 21 years ago is coming to the surface. It's something that they're going to say or do, or they're going to go somewhere. It's going to link to something that they did 19 to 20 years ago. Someone that's 56, something that they did damn near like 37 years ago is coming to the surface. Ooh, my ears itching like a motherfucker. It's coming to the surface. Also, I'm getting somebody, it was an old death certificate that came back to the surface. An old death certificate. Somebody, you got 3 death certificates on you. I know I do. So this is like somebody getting people involved in shit, but they only told them based off the information that they got currently, and they didn't mention some other shit from years ago. And this is like, this is one of those where people, if they didn't listen in, this is like motherfuckers listening now, like this shit go for real, this shit go deep. An authority figure, somebody gonna find out, if somebody been on the police force since like, god damn. If somebody been on the police force since 1994, you fit to see some other crimes come up about this person. I'm hearing that this person could have got out like Army or Marine or the Navy. But 1994, if something happened to this person, or this person been on the board or the committee since 1994. Also, something that this person did, something about 93 is concealed. Okay? Somebody born either 84 or they got some type of degree or some type of education in 84. Somebody born in 1984. Does somebody got like one of those In Oklahoma, we call them like the little tornado shields. Like when you got your home and then you go to the outside of your house and you go down into the ground. Somebody got somebody locked up right now in one of them like tornado little things. Somebody, y'all keep looking for somebody and they right, like if you know the home got a built-in underground place, go check them homes. But it's like somebody hadn't reported, because you know how people do their surveys and they go do appraisals and shit like that. And somebody is avoiding something being appraised. Because it's a brunette girl that's being tied up. Somebody been tied up for the last 3 years. 3 to 5 years. Whether anybody knew it or not. I feel like this is like that situation where that girl was getting locked up for all them years and her mama thought she was missing. The whole time that woman was sitting upstairs, didn't know her damn child was down there, and she thinking like the kids that was coming in was like some foster kids and didn't know it was her grandkids, and her husband's doing that. But this is also somebody that could have been born in like 1944, 64, 74. Somebody was born in like between the 1970s, 1960s. I'm getting the earliest or the latest was 1957 on this fucking board. 52. Somebody is resurfacing again. Something about some information being sealed from 1993. Somebody's name is Lucille. Lucille, if you know somebody named Lucille, then they part of a secret organization or something like that. They know about this. But they got affiliate with judge, lawyer, priest, or church or something. They know about it. Shit, you can go even ask, if you in Orlando, go to the coalition. I don't know if it's the Catholic what or whatever coalition for homeless people. It's somebody that's going to come up there. It's going to be an older gentleman or an older woman. You're going to catch their ass right on the spot. They ain't going to be able to lie, because if they're not together, they don't know how to keep it together. Also, I'm getting if somebody's 54 years old, right? They either was born, what, 71 or 72. Shit, that's crazy. I'm looking at it. 1972, 71, 76, and 77. You know how people like to do time capsules? Somebody lived by a river or something like that. Somebody likes to grow plants, okay? Whatever this is, one of these plants that somebody have look really, really healthy. You gonna find something in there. Somebody gonna find something. I'm hearing me pot of gold. Somebody got something hidden in a flower pot. I don't know if they growing wild herbs, aloe vera. I was about to say olive oil, aloe vera. And it's just wild. It's like a big ass flower pot. Somebody gonna find something buried in that bitch. Somebody could be like all of a sudden randomly wanting to go like on a particular hike or a trail or somewhere like that. I highly suggest somebody don't go with this person, because it's something that's there. Or if you watching somebody and they go to a particular camping site, somebody gonna find something at a camping site. Also, I'm hearing something about Turkey Lake. The Turkey Lake little recreational park. Somebody, you gonna find something over there. It's like I'm seeing you're gonna find something in Sarasota, Ocala. You're gonna find something, what's it called? Homestead, Hialeah. Child, this got my body itching. Somebody is like, whoo. Also, look at somebody's tool shack. Somebody gonna find some evidence at somebody's tool shack, especially if they got like a place full of tools. You about to find something there. Somebody about to find something at it. Somebody could have a very big house, especially if the house number starts with 6-4 or 4-4 something, or if it's like if it's a 2, 6, 7, 5, or 4 in the number of their house. Is either starting with those numbers or ending with those numbers. You're gonna find something in that home. Somebody needs to know that you about to find something. It depends on how long it take you. Shit, if you smart enough, fly the drone over that bitch. Somebody gonna be trying to run home to get rid of evidence. You'll catch them in the act. My bad. Cause that shit getting a little crazy. That's exactly what the fuck I had needed. Somebody's name could be Zachary. Somebody go check the shack. Also, somebody, something about a steak and shake. Steak and shake employee. I don't want to know this shit, but somebody go check your steak and shake, especially if there's some police that go to them shits. Figure out which one they frequent the most. It's about 5 to 7 locations. Somebody you gonna find some shit that's gonna leave you like your mouth gonna drop. Somebody in mental confusion about somebody's intuition being too accurate for liking. Also, please go ahead and make sure you arrest them motherfuckers from that Jamaican restaurant over there off of OBT near the hair shop. And I want to call it, it's called President They Shit. They tried the fuck out of me over there. That's like a motherfucker thinking I didn't know their ass was involved. And like I said, always be mindful of a motherfucker sitting there trying to smile in your goddamn face thinking if you wasn't gonna know or not. I should go shut down that damn nail salon. That's why I don't like people messing with my fucking nails no more. Because I want to say, like, my toenail, I went to go get my nails done. I ain't ever had no issues whenever I go to get my feet done. But I remember doing it, and I was supposed to go back to go get it finished, and it was like, I know my toe ain't turning no color. I ain't ever had no fucking issue with that. And I had to cut off my damn fucking nail, like, it was bad. So yeah, that whole fucking plaza knew what the fuck was up. Even the Olive Garden, I got a picture and evidence of the motherfucker who paid the people from the kitchen in Olive Garden that try to put certain shit in my food where I was about to have a fucking allergic reaction. And I like damn near threw up because this motherfucker put sperm in my fucking food. That was the Olive Garden over there near the Florida Mall. Yeah. Trust and believe. I ain't got no reason to fucking make this shit up. That's why I don't really trust certain fucking people. I don't trust them fucking places. Them motherfuckers put fucking sperm in my fucking Olive Garden. Mellis came back when that bitch trying to laugh, and I like, you can tell a fucking millionaire when you see him. You can tell when there's certain people. And that guy sat there, he was sitting there trying to. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't got the best fucking eye game ever. But it's like, will she catch on that we're trying to do this shit? It's like, bro. And then the two broads that was sitting in front of me was the girls that I remember from fucking Puerto Rico. They're like, God damn, how did she know? How did I know that these bitches was watching the whole fucking time? And the only funny thing about it was, why would you go to a restaurant and then turn right the fuck back around and use your actual profile on TikTok, thinking that a person wouldn't recognize your face? That was the shit right there that fucked me up. I was like, did she not think that I didn't see their face or something? Or like I wouldn't remember? So I guess that they thought that the weed really got to me. It was like, no, actually I gave that shit away. So hopefully, y'all better hope old boy didn't get mad about something. Well, he probably liked it. Ain't no telling what y'all had put in that bitch. He probably had liked it. I didn't. And I remember texting Jayon. I said, Jayon, this nigga laced that fucking weed. I ain't never heard no problem. Jayon, they fucked up with the weed, bruh. I told that nigga that. Then I texted him, like, nigga, they fucked with the weed. I get it from, no, bruh. My weed was tampered with. Look, Asasaurus keep coming out. And she tell it the truth. And ever since I had stopped smoking. That was like the beginning of what? March or so? Whatever is the last purchase, I can go on my damn, whatchamacallit and see. Like, can I use the bathroom? I feel like they caught on to this shit too. Because there was a motherfucker stalking me in this Chrysler van. It was a maroon van. Crazy to say, I saw that same van right here all the way in the back of it, of the apartment complex. I was like, this motherfucker stalking the fuck out of me. But these would be people who sit there and lie and do all this other shit. Today is not conclusive to do anything either. Somebody could be asking somebody to come pick them up. Somebody, it could be either an adult or somebody trying to transfer the issue onto a child. But it's the adult doing it. The 21st, the 18th to the 21st, somebody discovered something. I'm really just trying to tread very lightly because it's something about whatever the feds is looking to do is some piece of information that I can't give out. So I'm trying to tread lightly about what I can. Somebody is in the challenge right now. Somebody being challenged about what it is that they said, what they put on paper. Somebody could be in their 30s. And they got challenged. It's a man, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, masculine. They got challenged about something that they know that they did or who they paid to try to manipulate something. Why would this person right here? Somebody could know that somebody knows something. Somebody from North Carolina could know that somebody knows something is up. Somebody's husband could have just got caught up with a 4856. But they got counseling, because you got to get counseling anytime that you say you lose your cat card. Now, I thought they'd get more in trouble, especially if they're in signal units, because you work with the computers and S6 and shit. Somebody could be throwing a fit. Because I'm getting somebody said they wasn't supposed to know that I got this 4856. But it's like somebody had to write it because what somebody did. Because it's like, well, where did you... It's like somebody saw where somebody last logged in with their cat card. Like, the joys of S6 in the military, you could figure out what the type of fuck shit somebody was in. But this is like somebody that could have been like a PFC, a specialist or something like that. Maybe like PFC or something like that. And it's like somebody, oh yeah, I had took my computer with me and I was doing my homework. But it's like, but where's your cat card though? But your cat card last showed that you logged in from here in this state to do this thing. Why did you do that? Somebody had to go back to a counseling statement, but it was just like, who was involved? Something just went up the chain. So somebody Sergeant Major is involved right now. Article 15. So now I'm over here with JAG right now. So what's up? If y'all understand military terms, please go ahead and find you something else to do. Somebody got an Article 15? A Marine or an Army? Oh shit, somebody had to get reported. Somebody's about to get a dishonorable discharge. Somebody about to get a dishonorable discharge. Somebody's could already be getting a rating or something like that. And somebody's about to lose their rating. Somebody could have been like, if they had got out or whatever, did the right thing. Somebody's name could be Lorena. Also, somebody's going through somebody's medical record about all different birth controls that you may have took before if you're feminine. But also something about a man could be involved in this. This is also someone, if they were involved in some type of situation, because I'm hearing, soon as I get home, somewhere. Somebody could be trying to punish somebody for something, but wait till I get home. I wait till I get home. But it's like, why are you telling somebody wait till you get home? And somebody didn't know. Either a husband or a child was recording. Oh shit, somebody's child and a husband. I feel like somebody found out something. But with an Article 15 being on the board, it's like, it all ties in though. Somebody could look very young in the face. Younger than their age. Somebody could be between the age of 38 and 44 and they look like they're still in their 20s. Fort Bragg, Fort Gordon, 10th Mountain, Anchorage, that's Alaska. Carson, Colorado. Coast Guard or National Guard? Somebody's about to get like either demoted or somebody where like somebody did something crazy in that motherfucker. This is like, say you end up, coming out already, ETS or whatever. This military case is going to cross over to whatever's going on in the civilian world with these police or whatever. But whatever this military shit that crosses over into the civilian world of sheriffs and police and shit like that, which is now turning into government, which still make it federal. This is bad. Like, real bad. I don't know if somebody understand that. Because once you get the information from military, and then you move it to the government, but it's basically to the government to allow the system to acknowledge the fact, like, hey, we see it on a higher scale and a higher level, right? So anytime, like, most of the time, certain things in the military you can pass with that certain sheriffs and police would not ever be able to do. They're state ran, right? Military is federal ran, meaning the president, their word of law is from the fucking president, okay? They are government property. Now, when you fall under this, right, because somebody getting Article 15, so that means even if these people are retired or whatever and they got ratings, it's something that this person did that is currently active duty that is going to affect non-duty or active guard duty people or reserve people, but it's also people that already are out and they're just either on retirement or they just, living off their, VA disability, whatever the fuck, right? It's somebody that's in the challenge that they're going back over what somebody could have did either in human resources, the regional office, or whatever. So somebody took a pay to do something to go ahead and get a rating. And whatever this is, they're taking that shit away. But it's from some people that have something to do with something. Whoever got this cat card or these other 5 to 10 people that are involved in this situation is leading to something very big. This is also leading to a violation in a Veterans Affairs. This is also leading to the psych ward of military or the psychological aspect, which is also going to lead to the Veterans Affairs, which leads to government, state government, which that has to acknowledge state government, which is going to have to go down, which this is not allowed to go down the chain, because whenever it comes to like Veterans Affairs and stuff like that, you're now at a federal level. So this is federal case. I feel like these people that are government, they're going to get a notification of that they're still civilians, but it's like a need to know basis to let them know, hey, this is federal, right? Because these people, S6, S4, and S1. So if you don't get military terms, this is not for you. But this Article 15 is a ground for a dishonorable discharge or an automatic chapter out. Somebody don't have a lot of time in either. Somebody must have still been under a 4 to an 8-year contract and they ain't even made it barely past. They probably been in but maybe about 2 years or so. Somebody could have been in for 22 years. They just forfeited their fucking pension or retirement. Damn. But this is big to a point where even that if they were highly decorated, I mean, you ain't gonna ever be able to take away what a fucking person did, but you can take away that motherfucking money and that rating and in that fucking position. And they do have the authorization. All they got to do is be signed from either the Pentagon or the White House to basically acknowledge the fact this is what the fuck they plan to do. Somebody need to know that. Yeah, you've been sitting there on retirement all fucking day, but if they find out that you was affiliated with some type of crime, and two crimes for sure, and one thing for certain, military do not play about sex crimes to children and weaponry. Also, intel to foreign countries that could be an enemy. And somebody allowed that shit to be part of national security and they knew it. Yep. Yep, buddy. These were medical people that didn't realize that they did something. I'm hearing something about double jeopardy, but it's not double jeopardy. This is one of those. Somebody shot the sheriff, but they didn't kill the deputy. Somebody could also be a military MP or used to be. Somebody's going over people's psychology and psychiatry degrees. And where the fuck they just found some of these people got their degrees from, that's fraud. But this is a fraud, like, you know, if you get caught up on fraud with Medicaid, that just means you are no longer able to ever get or utilize Medicaid in your facility. Sometimes that's usually just the penalty, even though it should be way worse than that. This is like somebody falsified what type of degree they have. And somebody was working or getting paid or covering and doing shit for something about 11 to 28 motherfucking years. And whatever the fuck they found out about somebody's degree or education, like they were working either in the medical field, like as doctors, psychiatrists, and shit like that. They found out that they education or where they got that degree from, the school never fucking existed. That they didn't ever do like real clinical stuff. So somebody is finding out that, like, say if you part of military or social security and y'all going to get these psych evaluations, they finding out that these psychiatrists or psychologists that say PhD, they don't have PhD. These are the people where I mentioned either it was yesterday or the day before. These are motherfuckers that went to it's a metaphysical school in Arizona. And you could do self-paced. So meaning you're not going to do clinicals. You're not doing that. They're basing the information that you have integrity to tell them that, you know, you got life experience and you can do this. And you can literally carry the name as your doctor reverend. You're a doctor of psychiatry, but it's actually doctor of pseudo psychiatry and shit like that. Somebody went to look into that and it was like, oh. And then they found the affiliation of how they became initiates to get into these, secret organizations or become alumni of sororities and fraternities. And when they went to go do the background search, because, you know, most of the time they'll take on like, oh, you got a degree, you're a PhD, you're this. Of course, you can become an alumni, but, you know, for fraternities and sororities. But Eastern Stars and Masons and shit, they'll take it because it's like, oh, shit, we got a doctor in here. But they didn't realize this doctor is something from a metaphysical school standpoint, meaning it's not really ran from other teachers or anything like that. Like they're not getting this education from people who actually went to like an actual university, sat down in a classroom, got the books and studies and material psychiatrists. These are motherfuckers trying to base the shit based off of their own analytics in what they saw. These people are not real fucking psychiatrists or psychologists. They went to a metaphysical self-paced school and finished up all this shit. And it's out in fucking, it's one of them is in Arizona. One of the metaphysical schools is in Arizona. Yep. I want to say it's like metaphysical school, Sedonia, some shit like that. And you got the option if you want to do the doctorate, if you want to do this, but you got to make a very long, elaborate thesis and stuff like that to explain, you know, how you come up with your thought process and thinking and stuff like that. And then 10 times out of 10, you're going to be offered to be initiate or, you know, these are people that they'll offer their kids to become, you know, sorority or fraternity gyms or debutantes and shit like that. Because it's a rare find that people will find this place, but when you find it and it's like self-paced and then you can pay for it on your own type shit, that's somebody found that shit out. Article 15. This is also a reason being why people are getting chapter out, because they finding out that these people were coming into the military and getting into the green and gold program or trying to go to West Point and shit like that. and try to say, oh, I already have a degree, here's mine. And it's like, you know, the school at a point in time that they would acknowledge it because it was a point where you did actually have to go in and do certain things. These people didn't do that. But it was like they came from Arizona, so why would they lie about an Arizona school? You see what I'm saying? It's more behind that, but I don't want to dwell too long on that. But somebody found that shit. Whatever they found is not cool. Somebody, a veterinarian, somebody looking into a veterinarian, somebody gonna find out one of these people, which is in medicine as well, was giving out medicines to certain people that y'all was taking medicines that were for fucking animals in a hospital or a doctor, especially if you was like dealing with fertility clinics, OBGYN, if you was a man that was having to go in for like prostate and shit like that, and they was trying to tell you some kind of medicine for blood pressure, somebody had a veterinarian friend that was giving you dog medicine. They found that out. Somebody born in 1974 that could have been part of or 64, between 1964 and 74, whoever this person is, they could literally have been helping somebody, a pharmacist or a psychiatrist, to prescribe certain medication. Because if they were sitting here like, no, I need you to go ahead and go to this pharmacy will be able to do it. The only reason why they was telling you go to that particular pharmacy, because that pharmacy was the one that actually do their dirty work for them. So somebody need to figure out where it is that they were sending their clients if they wasn't getting it, especially if they were military and a veteran, you get your medicines from the VA. But if it was something like they wanted to ship something to you too, and it was something that you could have went on vacation out of state, they try to test some fucking animal fucking medicine against a human being, whether you knew it or not. These are somebody gonna find out these were people, if you was getting harassed, stalked, and things like that. These are the people who did it. That's like these motherfuckers trying to come over here trying to play like Houdini. Who did it? Who? Bitch, you ain't a real fucking owl. But goddamn it, if the owl hoots, then who is you? Okay. This is not having cat-like reflexes and landing on your goddamn paws and being able to lick your own ass. This is not it. Yep. These are people that literally, if you had children or something like that, somebody you're going to find out, a spouse or family members or relatives were involved with this same shit too. It definitely have to do with like medicine. Like if you had headache and stuff like that, for somebody you're going to find out if you did have certain medicines that was meant to help you with pain and certain things like that. They was taking it and selling it in your name. So it's like they'll say if you have prescriptions getting sent to you every month, somebody was taking those prescriptions and selling them on the street because your name was on those those bottles or something like that, and you wasn't ever receiving them. They was giving it to somebody and they had them sell them on the street. That's only if they wasn't taking it themselves. See? You was a woman, you thought you was taking fertility stuff, you was given animal medicine. This is like somebody hoping that they can lower your libido or other stuff like that. This is also something that was meant to, like, once you stop taking it, it would have had an effect on your mental or your nervous system. For me, for the longest time, I had like issues with my nerves, so my hand wouldn't like, since I had like let all of that shit go, like now my hands don't shake as bad anymore. So it would start mimicking as if I had what's it called, neuropathy. It would literally mimic neuropathy. So somebody, if you didn't know if there were certain medicines or poisons in your body would start to mimic as if it has neuropathy. If they ever gave you like gabapentin or anything like that, those two. It can cause a parasensory nerve something, neuropathy type shit. But it's certain shit like that that you can do. It also can, if it don't make your hand fidget as if you have Parkinson's, it can actually mimic Parkinson's. It can also mimic Addison's disease, Hashimoto, and if you didn't know you had thyroid disease, it can amplify it. So certain animal medications, if it's getting in your system and you don't know it, or if you're getting, laced with certain drugs and drinks, your body will start to mimic. Once it's getting out of your system, it would literally mimic those type of diseases. So it'll seem like you got Graves' disease, Hashimoto, Parkinson. You'll have the adult acne and stuff like that. Like, these would be people that you would think that it's something else. It's like, no, your body is just going through that detox, and all that stuff that was in your system is coming out through the pores. Yep. It'll be motherfuckers. What's your faith? Would you do a survey? And I was like, nope. When they knew that I was onto that bullshit. Also, you'll get presented with hostility. Archangel Michael's here. Somebody, if they got somebody that had ties to a church or something like that, somebody gonna want to try to pay people to keep quiet about not coming forth about situations. Somebody, especially if they were born in 1964. Someone could be between the age of 43 and 55 or 60. That's the truth. Yep. This ain't looking good. But let me get off of here. I'll be back here shortly. This is a lot of fucking information that people, I don't know. They should do better. But apparently they don't want better. But this medical people who was trying to avoid telling you something, that they try to keep a mystery from you, but they still need the deep, like somebody you still gonna need a checkup. But I feel like they're trying to clear something up before you go in. So somebody you will actually get physical people to come into you so they can still check your blood. For somebody, you do need to get a blood or a checkup or something like that. But it's gonna happen in due time. Just be a little bit patient, because it's like certain people that they got to get out the way. So also be mindful that they're going to be wanting to try to keep you impatient, because it's something that they need to do. But somebody, you don't have to stay impatient, because it's somebody going to know that they're going to be attempting to try to do something to you to avoid a court case. Can you stay in, and can you do this? And also be mindful. They be like, you look dehydrated, you need this. Don't let them put you on no IV. You have the right to resist. And if they don't want to assist you because you don't want the IV, somebody's going to clearly try to do that. If they try to gaslight you again and try to act like they ain't got emotions or nothing like that. This group is going to be a group of people between the age of 28 and 67. It's going to be a main source of 6 people trying to do this. Trying to provoke you to be erratic whenever you get ready to go to get these tests done or something. They're going to be erratic, but I feel like they're going to slow down because they're going to see something going on. Somebody would clearly see something. And whatever it is, this person that's going to be between the age of 50 and 64, they're going to know that they're tied to some type of political type of situation. So somebody, whenever you go and they clear out certain people to be out of the way for whatever it is that you got to go do, or try to provoke you or convince you that you need to do something, it's going to lead to a tower moment. Because I don't know who going to be there or be around. It's like something is going to be there at the perfect time. So it's like one of those, they're going to get caught right in the middle of the crime or whatever they're trying to do with IVs, taking your blood. Everyone is going to be taking notes of this. This is like people not knowing that there's literally people on the inside. Like, everyone is getting watched at this time. So if you go to the VA and there's something going on, they trying to tendencies you, trying to put certain things into the system about you. This judge and stuff like that, they're figuring out who's doing what. So meaning people will be on the floor trying to text on their phone or whatever. They watching every single move that they make. They're watching every move that they make. Meaning every time they pull out a phone, I feel like they amplify something to pick up on people's phones if they brought them inside. It's like somebody going to do something and they're going to watch where it got to be watched how they're going to handle your blood. It's going to be watched how they handle your urine. They gonna watch what they putting on the file or on the record. So it's like basically watching the lab people all the way into who gets the results. So somebody, it's gonna be a whole process. Like it ain't gonna be nothing unseen, unknown, or anything at that point. Because they watching to see how this crime is gonna plan out. Or if they're gonna try it. But they also got the message about somebody trying to send in to somebody like a CNA, somebody's sending some shit in. Whatever it is, it's like the results is going to be seen right there on the spot. Because it's like they could be seeing somebody getting it, right? And it's going to go in the system, but it's like somebody's tapping into the system, and it's like they're going to see who going to try to go in there as your tests go in. So somebody be mindful. You know, you might want to make your appointment or whatever the case may be. Just go ahead and go. Because they see somebody, it's like they about to see somebody's true colors. Confirmation. Somebody, y'all about to see some people's true colors. These people want to see it too. So it's just like, I feel like they know that it's coming down to you. Somebody was going to try to play like, I didn't see nothing. What are you talking about? I didn't see anything. Did you do it? Like they watching that shit like that. Yep. Something ain't gonna be blocked. But they're going to be watching the process on this situation. And whatever this process is going to be. I feel like after whatever is done, somebody, you're going to be protected. Somebody, you definitely protected. I mean, it's part of the job or whatever the case may be, but justice, blind. This is one of those blind justice, baby, but it's deserved. All right. Because it's like something about to be made right. Somebody just double check, make sure to see whenever you gotta, if you can get one scheduled and they're not fucking with you, try to schedule it or whatever. It's gonna get done. I'm hearing somebody also just pay for this last time, because something is gonna be the last time that whatever this is going on with whatever company it is that you gotta pay for or something like that. This is gonna be their last little ride or whatever it is that they doing. I feel like somebody, if it's something you gotta pay for, you're gonna be reimbursed for whatever this inconvenience. If you've been getting overcharged, whether it's via cell phone or anything, they watching whoever the people are that's doing shit towards your cell phone service. They watching all of that. So if you had issues with it, they watching it. Something is being watched. Crazy work. So somebody, just make sure you pay what you know you able to pay for. Go whatever it is that you got to do. Because some people are about to get caught up. So like somebody, just make sure you handle everything. Come tomorrow, okay? That's what I have for you all right now. Because something is about to go public for damn sure. I'm going to leave it at that. Because that was, amen.